I just think that for the people who, like me, trust that, they're in the right thing, that their hunger, the determination is going to get them there. And then when they see the shit blow up,
I don't actually know what this video is gonna be about. I thought I'd just talk. I'm going through foreclosure on one of my houses. And last year I had to give back another house to the bank. I always thought that doing real estate was going to take me really far. Not saying that it won't, but sometimes I don't think the struggles are talked about enough. It feels like lonely at times. For the last couple of years, I've been putting so much time and money, put so much energy into it, make houses that are meaningful, stuff people talk about. But look at your bank account, and you're like, where's the money? Because sometimes it's just like, you just question why you even do it. You got partners that they kind of check out of projects, people that are there with you when shit is great, things are high, it's working, you're selling, making money. And then when it goes sideways, they just disappear on you, Sometimes you wonder if you made the right decision. You ask yourself if you're gonna get out of it, how long it's gonna take. You got friends, people who invest with you, they trust you with their money, and then shit takes really long to sell, or it doesn't sell. Damn. Nobody's like talking about that shit. Talk about missed mortgage payments, trying to ask the lender, like, hey, can you give me some more time? Just give me some more time. Because like you're waiting for stuff to sell, and then you also have things that you're working on the side to help like build the business back. You get into a couple different avenues. You're like, all right, maybe wholesaling is the way. Maybe I could wholesale a couple properties, collect some income, and then off of that, I could just pick the ones that I really want and then sell those or work on those. And then like, all right, let me make some content. And then on top of that, you're still trying to balance seeing your friends and seeing family, but you don't do anything because all you're trying to do the whole time is just keep working, just stay hustling, stay grinding, because the big day's coming. You're going to get paid out. And then sometimes it just doesn't. Like it doesn't even. It's like it just doesn't come. It's been a couple of years now, but I've seen the successes. I've seen the good that has come from real estate. I've seen the positives. I consider myself someone who's not very risk averse. I have a lot of people in my family, they're super risk averse. The thought of putting money in, they're just like, oh no, that doesn't make a lot of sense. And I'm like, no, fuck it, let's go, let's do it. This is the way. We're gonna get through it. It's gonna sell. Look at what this sold for. Look at the comps. And you look at all of it, and everything makes sense. Everything aligns. But in like the last couple of years, you have the market turn, or you have a project go sideways, or things just don't work out the way that you anticipated. Nobody's talking about that because that's just happening, you know? You want to build like a sick empire, not because you just want to like stroke your ego, just because you want to be able to help people, you want to do good work, you know? Come from a design background, so for me, the thought of doing affordable housing or making something that's good for the community, but it's also beautiful at the same time, you know? And then you feel like you're just so far from that. Who knows? Maybe I'll be grateful, you know, for the hard times. Because what they say, it makes the good times better, right? But sometimes when you're going through the hard stuff, and it's really hard, and you got people coming after you from all over. Where's my money? You said it's going to take this long. You said it's going to be done way faster. It's been a year. It's been 2 years. And then just like every day, you don't even feel like you're living. You just feel like you're surviving. You're like, let me just not drown for one more day. Let me just stay alive. Just so I can get to tomorrow, and then I can get through the weekend, and then I can get back to Monday. Man, it's a tough place, you know. And as amazing as real estate is, and as great as it is, and it's the one industry that made the most millionaires, so it's real, you know. But sometimes it's the part that's not talked about enough. And I get why people sometimes feel fearful, like, oh, I don't want to put my money into that. Oh, the market's crashing. But a lot of my wounds are self-inflicted. You know, I wanted to be the king. Like 3 years ago, I was like, I just want to buy every fucking house. I'm like, buy this one, I want to buy this one, buy this one. And then I just ended up with a bunch of houses that need a lot of work and no time or money to do any of them. And while it was just good early on, like the first maybe like 4 or 5 houses, it was solid, you know? I spent my time working on it. I flipped it, made some money. Did it again, made some money. The market was still going up. And then over the last like year and a half, 2 years, the market's just kind of turned over. You know, it's now we're in May of 2026, early May. And really just since getting in this position and seeing where things are with those houses, it's just made me realize that I just needed to slow down, you know? And when I lost the first house last year, that one I wasn't even sad. I was just kind of relieved, you know? Because it's like you're paying this mortgage every month on a house that you're just like, I have no time or money to get to this. Well, the problem was like, I had so many. I'm like, I just got to pay the mortgage. Then you pay the mortgage, and they're all on hard money loans. But part of a lot of hard money loans, these lenders tell you like, well, you need to be improving the house. So I had these houses 2 years, 3 years, no movement, no improvement. Just like, here's the money. So lenders started driving by, wondering like, hey, what's going on? Why is this taking so long? Then they see the houses in the same state, and then they're like, we could foreclose, or you could just hand it over. Just give us the keys. That kind of like started the snowball. Nobody needs to feel bad for me. I've been given and lived a privileged life. I bought a bunch of properties, I sold some, so I don't need anybody's sympathy. But something I think isn't talked about enough is like the people who do invest and the people who do want to take on the lion's share and do something great. But just like the shitty side of it, the foreclosure I'm going through alone is for about $2.5 million. And this house was going to be one that for sure I thought, like, dude, this house is going to kill. It's
gonna make such good money, and it was. Like from the numbers, it was. Until it just started going sideways. You know, had the roof leak in one, had some extra material that had to get torn up because it totally like killed everything that was happening underneath it. It did like this beautiful wood ceiling that got messed up. So spent $25,000-$30,000 in stuff that had to just get thrown away. Contractors who went really slow, permits who took a long time. Me making design choices that I just shouldn't have made. But I didn't know, you know. For the last couple of years, all I've been doing are properties that are in like the $400,000-$500,000 range. Which for here in South Florida, that just gets you like a simple 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, maybe like 1,200 square feet. Nothing extravagant, but a nice house, simple house. So to jump to like a $1 million+ house, it's just a different clientele. People that aren't looking for the same things that people were looking at, you know, $500,000 houses are looking for, which is fine. But you know, I made the mistake of using the same finishes when I shouldn't have. I didn't see enough comps to know that it should have been like this and not like that. But you know, it is what it is. I can't go back now. All the money is spent and then some. So I just have to pray like, hey, God is still on my side. You know, we're gonna get through it. I say we're, even though it's pretty much just me now. And I think that's because a lot of times in these, when you think about getting into these houses, you have partnerships that they don't pan out the way that you thought they were going to pan out. You see what happens when, you know, the going gets tough. Like some people fold, some people run away. You know, I'm never going to be that. I'm going to deal with my shit. And I'm going to go through it. If it means that I'm going to be doing this for another year or 2 years, so be it. Everyone who's invested with us, all the money that they've put into it, I'm paying everybody back. I'm giving everybody back their money. Even if it means that I'm going to be broke. Because integrity matters. People matter. And I'm not changing that. So, if I gotta struggle for a little longer, so fucking be it. But I'm gonna make sure that all my friends are taken care of. The people who trusted us are taken care of. And I'm gonna get through this. I just think that for the people who, like me, trust that, you know, they're in the right thing, that their hunger, their determination is gonna get them there. And then when they see the shit blow up, God, it sucks. This shit is so shitty. Man. I had the HOA file for foreclosure. I had my first position lender file for foreclosure. I owe another $350,000 to people that I have no money to pay them with. Oh, but I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna get through it. I'm trying so many different ventures and business avenues to make it. I just need the right one to land. As tough as this was to make and to create, overall I do my best to like keep a very strong focus, remind myself that I'm gonna get through this somehow, some way. I'm gonna get through this.